Sex is a driving force in evolution. Peacocks are a good example of how that is true. Male peacocks have flamboyant feathers that attract female peacocks. They also have long tails that fan out and have large eye spots placed randomly on the feathers. As attractive as this is for the female peacock, the long tail prevents males from being able to take flight. This is considered to be maladaptive for survival, since they are unable to fly on top of trees to escape from predators. A lot of energy is spent to grow the male peacock's tail, which regrows each year. To others, this display of colors and beauty may seem unnecessary, but for the male peacock it is a form of survival.
In other appearances, a witness between animals. Male tangara frogs from Central America sing along songs to serenade their female frogs. Their vocal sacs inflate to allow more air to be held, resulting in a longer song. This sound, although very attractive to the female frogs, also attract bats and blood-sucking flies that prey on the male frogs. In Australia, male bowerbirds build extravagant bowers out of sticks they gather. Depending on the species of the bird, these bowers are different shapes and sizes. The birds decorate them with snail shells and berries to attract the female birds. These bowers take and time to build, but they aren't used even as a nest.
In order to verify that these observations were true and females really did prefer colorful and extravagant displays, scientists ran several experiments on these animals. Nick and his colleagues at Oklahoma State University put clay models of collared lizards. They placed male and female models in the desert in order to test their hypothesis that the same bright colors that attract females also attract predators. After a week, 35 out of 40 brightly colored male models had bite marks on them, while none of the 40 female lizards had bite marks. This revealed that the predators were more interested in the colorful male models.
Traits that are different from males and females in the same species are considered dimorphic. Throughout the year, biologists have discovered that sexually dimorphic traits violate evolutionary theory, since they waste time and energy, which reduce survival. These traits, however, are continuously being passed down to offspring, because they increase the chances of that specific male mating with a female.
Charles Darwin wondered why these traits differed from each other and how they related to evolution. He eventually came to the conclusion that if sexual dimorphism is present, the elaborate colors and behaviors only affect males. Darwin wanted to understand why these traits differed from each other and how they related to evolution. He eventually came to the conclusion that if sexual dimorphism is present, the elaborate colors and behaviors only affect males. Selection is not only described by your ability to survive, but by your ability to reproduce. That is why these traits that decrease survival are so prominent still, since they increase the chances of reproduction. There are two forms of selection. The first form is direct competition between males, and the second is female choosiness. Competition between males is when two or more males fight for the female. This selection favors males with stronger weapons or larger body sizes that will help win the fight for the female. The second type of selection favors bright colors and displays, since the female is choosing the male with more attractive genes. In both types of selection, males compete for females. Sexual selection doesn't end once the male and female have mated. Males can continue to fight for females after a sexual act. This is because males can mate with more than one female over a short period of time. Males are able to prevent other males from inseminating a female egg by either guarding the female or by using chemicals. Some snakes and rodents have substances that chemically change the body of a female and temporarily close the reproductive tract after mating.
The majority of them reproduce sexually. The two sexes have different numbers and sizes of gametes. Eggs are larger, but fewer in numbers, while sperm is smaller in size, but larger in number. This allows each sex to evolve a different mating technique. Males produce large numbers of sperm and can mate with more than one female at a time. Females, on the other hand, use more energy to create a small amount of eggs. That is why females are more selective when it comes to choosing their mate, because it's important that their eggs get good genes like the father.
In choosing a mate, females benefit in two different ways. They can benefit either directly or indirectly. Direct benefits come from when the female chooses a male who helps her produce healthier children by taking care of them once they are born. Indirect benefits are when a female chooses a male who passes on good genes to the offspring. Regardless of the type of benefit, female preference will be favored by natural selection. Evolutionary theories always show that females choose male based on their ability to be a good father, although there is no link between choosing a better mate and the quality of your offspring. There is a third theory that is called the sensory bias. This theory states that the evolution of sexual dimorphism is driven by pre-existing biases in a female's nervous system. For example, a certain species of birds may be favored over another, and due to this, a specific trait that they may have may be preferred. Sexual behaviors in animals and plants are formed due to natural selection and lead to certain traits being favored over others. These favored traits are the ones that are handed down to offspring and allow animals to evolve to adapt in changing conditions.